Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Joyce, Managing Director at Nasdaq's Market Intelligence Desk, for a review of technical levels to watch in the Nasdaq-100. Brian, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Jill.
You got it. And Brian, I think really what the question is, since a handful of stocks and mega cap tech stocks has been moving the Nasdaq-100, in fact, a number of other indexes as well, how concerned are you about concentration risk in the index when you look at these technical levels?
You certainly can't argue against those that say, the market is being driven or led by the big mega caps. You just see that in the relative strength charts. However, it's not just them performing well. We do have other stocks, even though they're not top performers, but there's certainly other stocks, particularly within technology and communications, that are also moving to the upside. So I think if you look underneath the hood, we are seeing, actually an increasing number of stocks making new 52-week highs. And you can see just last week, we gained around 3.5%. We broke out above those prior highs made back in August and September of 2022. So the index continues to make new highs, and we are seeing the number of 52-week highs, those levels we haven't seen since early 2022, late 21. So I think those positive signs. I know the other indices, the Russell 2000, the small cap index, even the S&P 500, certainly don't look as constructive. We're up 27% year to date in the Nasdaq 100. And while the equal weight index is only up 14%, it is up about 28% off of the lows, whereas the Nasdaq 100 is up about marginally higher, about 33% off the lows. So right here, we're looking at the NDX equal weight index, and it's not above its prior highs from September, but you can see it's been consolidating right below that level. It's around 61.65. It's been consolidating below that since early February. So we're seeing some healthy sideways consolidation. We have those high and lows going into that 61.65 horizontal resistance. And to me, it looks like it could be on the cusp of seeing an upside breakout.
And Brian, if we take a look at the Nasdaq-100 equal weighted index, where there's more dispersion and not heavily weighted to one stock or the other, is it showing you the same type of results?
Yeah, so it hasn't yet moved to the upside like we just were highlighting with like the Nasdaq 100 did last week. It just made a move above those prior highs from the summer of 2022. But the equal weight index is it's right there. It's been consolidating below it, since early February. So, and then when we were looking at also speaking earlier on the breadth of the index, the number of stocks making new 52-week highs, we could see that hit its highest level, about 13% since early 2022. So breadth is improving. The equal weight index hasn't yet made that upside breakout, but it looks to me like it's very close to doing so. And I think, whether or not it's driven by covering or fear of missing out, I think if we see that move to the upside in the equal weight index, then we'll see a lot of money that may be on the sidelines or maybe short, may have to rethink that position.
All right. Appreciate the insight as always, Brian. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.